How do Americans elect their president? Ben is visiting his girlfriend Anna in the United States. The two of them have a great time sightseeing in big cities, trekking through the wilderness of national parks, and enjoying the freedom of the open highways. When they're standing outside the White House, Anna explains the American presidential election to Ben. She tells him that the presidential election starts every 4 years with the primaries. That's when the candidates for the two major parties have to prove themselves against their internal competitors. But there are differences. The procedures and dates of the primaries are set individually for each state. In many states, however, the primary election is held on the same Tuesday, known as Super Tuesday. In some states, all citizens are allowed to vote at this stage. In others, only voters registered for that party. No matter what, they elect delegates who are in favor of a particular candidate. Then, at the national party conventions, the delegates vote on the candidates. Whoever gets more than half of the delegates' votes wins the primary and becomes his or her party's candidate for the presidency. Once the candidates have been decided, the real campaign between Democrats and Republicans begins. In the main election, American citizens don't vote for their president directly. They vote for people called electors. Like the delegates in the primaries, these electors support a particular candidate. Each state has a unique number of electors depending on the state's population. Altogether, there are currently 538. Ben is curious about what happens with the votes for the electors. Anna explains to him that almost all states have the same policy: winner takes all. That means that the victorious candidate in a state is assigned all the votes of that state's electors. The loser gets nothing. That's why the parties campaign more actively in some states than in others. While some states almost always vote for the same party, others can go either way. These seesaw states are called swing states. That's where campaigning has the greatest payoff. The presidential candidate who receives the votes of more than half of the electors wins the main election. But as a formality, the electors first submit their votes. Once the official vote count is over, it is clear who will be moving into the White House. Ben is glad he finally understands the American election now and is looking forward to his next adventure with Anna.